What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of RDR Gear YouTube channel. My name is Jeff. I'm the owner of RDR Gear in Salt Lake City, Utah. And if you don't know what we do with RDR Gear, we specialize in Kydex holsters, nylon belts, canine gear, chest rigs, placards. We might even have a plate carrier coming soon. More on that later. But if you have not taken a look at what we do, you can find us at info@rdrholsters.com. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Today, we are going to talk about an iconic pistol. It is a gun that's been around for many, many years and has many issues triggering some folks. Most people who, when I say 1911, they get sick to the stomach, they get all lightheaded. But today we are going to talk about a very well-built pistol, the Wilson Combat 9mm Protector. This is a full-length 1911 government model, chambered in not God's caliber, but in 9mm. 10 rounds plus one in the gun. And this is a factory 9mm Protector model. They make this in a multiple different calibers and configurations. But today we're going to take a look at the 5-inch version, and we're going to shoot it, and we're going to come back and give you some more specs on it later. Oh man, come on. Oh, I guess slide is so buttery smooth. Oh, a little low. Come on, plate rack. Alrighty, so right at the bat, I gotta work height of sight a little bit. A couple misses there. God, that slide is so nice. Not bad. Only about 10 round guns, you gotta reload them quite a bit, but other than that, man, that slide is just wicked smooth. And that magwell is money. That one-piece magwell makes a big difference. Alrighty, so Wilson Combat Protector in 9mm, 1911 government model pistol, rail, magwell, U-notch style sight. Wilson puts a lot of work in this gun. If you could actually just feel how buttery smooth this slide is through the camera, that would be, you'd be like, probably, you'd be impressed. You know, when you look at a 1911 and you understand what makes a quality 1911 in regards to slide to frame fit, and you do a little history on Bill Wilson, you understand why these guns cost what they cost and take the time they do to be assembled. Watchmakers, if you ever watch a YouTube video online, or on YouTube, I should online, watch those little videos that put the watches together, little minute pieces. That's where Bill Wilson came from, watchmaking. That is why when you look at the feature of this pistol and how well it's built and put together, you understand, again, lead time of the pistol and the price point of this gun. Most of pistols that are around this style will range from $38 to $42.50 depending on the brand and manufacturer that you find online or where you buy your gun from. The Protector model itself comes in a couple different model lengths, 45 and 9mm, 5-inch, not a subcompact I should say, but a smaller style of pistol, as well as a commander length. They come in steel frame and alloy frame both. Some of the features in the gun: green fiber optic sight, which is phenomenal because the green picks up way better right now. I mean, if you look at this thing, it's almost glowing out here in daytime. U-notch rear sight, a anti-glare top. These serrations up top here are to remove glare from the top of the slide. Front cocking serrations, rear cocking serrations, The Wilson combat guns use a little bit of a different proprietary style rail system. Wilson, Les Bear, all the higher end guns use a little different rail system. So when you buy a gun like this, it doesn't often always fit a standard 1911 Kydex holster or a Safariland style holster without the light on the gun. You're going to have a little bit of modding to the holster. When we build these in Kydex, we have to find, the customer either sends the gun to us or we borrow a gun to build off, because we have to reshape usually the right side of the pistol where this indentation starts and a flow right here. We actually kind of make this wider so this catch point right here doesn't impede the draw of the holster in a Kydex holster. And what I really like about the ambi safety is one side, these are much thinner paddles than what's traditionally found on most 1911s. What happens when you have a real fat, wide paddle and your finger is straight off the trigger, when you drop that 1911 safety, the ambi, it catches on the index finger, right? When these are short paddles, you can work this left or right hand and it doesn't interfere with the index finger. But again, one on right hand or left hand side, it'll clear and come off safe every time. So that's an awesome feature as well. One of the things I love about this gun is the integrated one-piece magwell. When you look at magwells, usually you'll find the magwell as a separate piece that bolts onto the gun, slides up to the main spring housing. This is actually one piece integrated into the frame itself. And the way they've beveled this rear here, you notice a super steep ramp. So on your mag changes, it's so much easier. Once you get it down right, it doesn't even snag as a square box to square box, right? So as that mag comes in the gun, you're getting a super clean fit and reseat every time in that magazine. So that's probably my favorite feature when I went through this pistol. This is a gun I borrowed. And then the Wilson combat grips. That starburst pattern they're known for, super cool. I don't find these very aggressive. Crispy was mentioned earlier, he thought they were a little bit sharp. I've heard other people say, excuse me, they're a little sharp, but I don't find it at all. Front checkering, rear checkering. I also like there's a little bit of an undercut in the frame itself. It drops that gun into the hand so deep that you can see how much the magwell sits around my hand right here. Just a super clean, easy gun to shoot. Super stoked. So if you were in the market for a 1911 and you understand what you're buying, this is one of the guns that would definitely be on my list. And I know people are gonna say, oh, 9mm single stack, not God's caliber. At the end of the day, maybe not a Wilson per se for a first time shooter, right? Or a first time gun owner, but someone who was new to a pistol, wanted a range gun. One of the things I haven't talked to you guys yet about training pistols is that if you're gonna buy a pistol, your first one, buy a full size gun. That way you can train with it, go to classes, learn how to shoot, the mechanics, grip, mag changes, reload, all that kind of stuff. Then you buy your so-called concealed carry gun. Now, depending on your circumstance, you might need a concealed carry gun more so than you need a training gun. That's fine, reverse that concept. But if you're just looking to get into shooting sports, you want something to get a match of the weekend, you're not quite ready for a concealed carry yet, a full-size 1911 is a great option to look at. Number one, it's a single stack gun. It's much easier to get your hand around, right? Number two, you have two safeties. You have a manual slide mounted safety and you have a grip safety. Both have to work in conjunction together to function. If I drop the hammer or drop the safety and try to squeeze the trigger, gun won't go off. If I depress the grip safety and drop the safety here on the slide safety, gun will fire, right? So again, both have to be working in the hand, safety off, same time. You know, I've known people who say, oh, they're so safe because you can carry them hammer down. It's not meant to be a hammer down gun. It's cocked and locked 1911. Hammer back, safety's on, no issue there. Fingering the trigger all day, not touching safeties. Again, that's not something I'm advocating, but I'm saying that between the two safeties, you're not gonna have a problem at all. Feathering down the hammer, not something I recommend either. I've heard people talk about that as well. That's a good way where accidents happen. By circumventing the way the John Browning designed 1911, by you circumventing the grip safety or this frame mounted safety, you're looking to create a problem, right? Or an accidental discharge. Run the safeties as is. If you're not comfortable running cocked and locked, don't buy 1911. Don't cheat. Drop the round, okay, gun's safe and not route loaded. Okay, now I'm gonna carry the gun like so and I'll put it in my holster. Oh, I can cock the hammer and use it. No, not gonna happen, because often you're gonna try to cock that hammer and you're gonna cock the hammer. And what happened? I put the gun on safe versus taking it off safe because the way my hands were on the gun. As I went to cock that hammer, I did two things. I lifted this hammer up, I cocked the hammer and lifted safety. So again, stick to the pistol the way it was designed. Hammer back, safety on, and the gun is safer than most pistols in modern day today. So again, super awesome design. I definitely am going to try to locate the shorter model. I'd like to see the carry version and then see the alloy version as well. These are not light guns, but they're also not heavy guns. But again, in 9mm, the weight of this pistol makes it super easy for any first timer to shoot. So again, that is the Wilson Combat 9mm Protector in the 5-inch configuration from Wilson Combat. Thanks for watching, guys. We try to post 2 to 3 videos every week. So please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, take care.